details enough already? I know it's early, but we gotta be on the ball here, partner. Kidnapping's never easy. Officer on the scene already took statements. This one's 2 kids. Harry and Greta Bercherman. Father's Larson, director at Slade Forestry. Mother died last year, but Mr. Slash and Burn remarried a few months back. Some ex-soap star. You may recognize her. I don't have a TV, but it's nice out this way. Lots of trees. I know the department's stretched pretty thin right now, so don't get upset if I ask you to do a few things for me. You're my hands on this. Let's get you into the crime scene. Well, this is the place. Looks like the kidnapper came and left through that window, but we'll need to know a lot more than that. Forensics did a quick sweep, marked the obvious stuff. Those footprints are a good place to start. I'll get some shoes from the family to compare against and see you down at the van. You got that shot of the footprint? Then head down to the van to analyze it. Time's against us, partner.
Hey! Over here! Hey, mate. I'm Pete, the forensic scientist round here. Your first day, and they send you to a kidnapping with Burton. You must have been evil in a past life. But don't worry, he just asked the questions. It's me who gets you the answers. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I got these from the family. The Academy called them exemplars because they love to make things complicated, but it's not. When you found a piece of evidence, you need to figure out where it came from. Right now you got a footprint, so you need shoes. It's that simple. Once you process them, you can compare them against the footprint you found. Maybe it's one of these, maybe it's not. But eliminating the possibilities is half the job. So let's get to it. To save time, I'll get Pete to auto-process the family's exemplars for you. Computers are good, but they can't do everything. If your evidence isn't in the DNA or print database, then you have to link it manually, like a fiber from a shirt, for example. Drag your shots from the stack onto the evidence board. If one has a chain link symbol, it may link to other evidence. Don't worry if it sounds complex. You'll get the hang of it in no time. That isn't the shoe that made the print. So that footprint's not from the family. There's some sort of acid in it. Okay, well, let's not howl at the moon just yet, partner. We still gotta figure out where it came from. Why don't you get back inside, see what else you can find. Hey, partner. You know, I'd be surprised if the kidnapper left any fingerprints in here, but there's a whole lot more he could have left behind. I'll need you to search for trace evidence. Check the beds and around the window. That birdcage, for instance, probably didn't start out smashed. I'll be back soon.
Make sure you look closely with that thing. What's that Academy joke? Check everything they should have touched, then everything they shouldn't. The kidnapper would have to be a chimp to leave prints on that. But you never know. Birds often return to their cages. Maybe it feels safer. This one's gonna be disappointed. He's missing an eye, and we're still missing 2 kids.
It's nylon, almost certainly from a rope, to judge by the braid patterning. Find the one it matches, and you'll find the kid it's tied around.
There's no prints on this, not even Clara's. The paper's too rough.
Just like magic. Look at the striations left by the nib. They drag to the right, so your kidnapper's left-handed. But what that word means, junkie, well, that's your job. This could be from your kidnapper. I can't tell you much, other than it's nylon, so the guy's probably not rich. But then, millionaires don't need to kidnap people.
Now, if the kidnapper fell on that birdcage, it makes that piece of fabric an important lead. Ugh. Porcelain.
It came from Greta's bed, and it's the right colour. Chances are, it's hers.
I got you DNA exemplars from the family, and Pete will auto-process them. It's not like he ever leaves that lab.
We can't get samples off the kids, obviously, but it is their bedroom. There should be hair, fingerprints, DNA. Check their clothes, their beds, furniture, anything they might have been in contact with. We need something to track them by.
It's the same rope. No surprises there. Keep it up, partner. Sometimes dirt tells the best story. Look for any recent stains or markings. I saw something on the floor by Harry's bed. Maybe you should check it out. I took fingerprint exemplars off the family. Once they're auto-processed, the computer can identify their prints, if you find them.
Maybe it's just the angle, but I can't see how this one relates to the case. It could be relevant, but I doubt it. Keep looking. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is going to tell us anything. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is going to tell us anything. Sorry, mate, but I don't think this has got anything to do with anything. It could be relevant, but I doubt it. Keep looking. Is this evidence, or did you just get bored?
You're mainly going to find traces of the family in here, but that's to be expected. Nevertheless, we need to know who's been in here besides the kids. Look for places people put their hands, things they touch. Hair, fingerprints. I want to know everything about this room.
It's a nice piece of work, but not exactly relevant, is it? The Amiga 500, a classic of its kind, but not much use to us right now.
I thought I saw a joystick in there, too. It might be useful for prints.
No surprises there. Everyone's been in the room except the kidnapper. Unless it's one of the family, of course.
I'm going to have a talk with the nanny, see what her story is.
I just can't believe it. It's my fault. I left it open, I never lock it.
The window?
Hugo left the ladder there, underneath. He left in such a hurry.
Were you seeing him alone?
How did you know?
I'm trained to. Family didn't know, did they?
It hasn't exactly been the love boat around here. Larson doesn't talk to me, he doesn't talk to anybody. God, you've got to find my kids.
Your kids?
Who's going to love them now Charlotte's gone? Not that actress. Larson he does, but
But
Charlotte died. There's his work, and now there's his soap.
I'd noticed.
Don't judge him too soon, Mr. Burton. He's not the man he seems. He had his reasons for firing Hugo.
It's people's reasons I'm interested in.
Just bring them back.
I will. I checked on the gardener. Name's Hugo Mayer. He's got a prior for stealing plants, but that's it. Kidnapping would be a big step up. I don't think he's even in the city, but I'll see if I can track him down for you.
It may turn out to be important, but I doubt it. I don't think so, mate. Keep shooting. It's nothing to do with... Is this evidence, or did you just get bored? These are pretty messy. But something was dragged over the windowsill. Like a small child.
We don't know whose print that is. Yet. Hot chocolate. It's not a crime. Yet. I need you to listen into this one, partner. It's the kidnapper.
Binder Park, 5 o'clock, behind the Statue of Venus. Drop the cash and forget the cops.
The money will be there, I promise. When
I
will
won't let the girl go, but I still got the boy. So don't screw with me.
I won't. I just...
He's on a cell, but we only got the rough area.
We don't know if Greta's safe yet, but keep working. They want both their kids back.
If ever a clock said time is running out, it's this one. Maybe it's just the angle, but I can't see how this one relates to the case. Are you trying to solve the case, or produce a photo essay? I could be wrong, but I don't think this is going to tell us anything.